One of the viewers wrote to me and asked me, why do you bring the sheep in here every night and then bring them back out again in the morning? There's a very simple reason for it. It's an issue of safety for them. Hiyo llaman. Hey, Gracita. This is great. Hi, Orioncito. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Okay. Howdy there, sheepies. Hi, Junior. Junior is a very good boy. That's right, Junior. Are you my best friend, Junior? Of course you are. He's a very good boy. And he's a ham for the camera. Junior likes the camera. Okay, we're gonna go out now. You guys, I know you guys are ready. We're a little bit late today. Hey, come on. Let's go. Junior. Okay, cheeky. Left, right 'em, left, right 'em, left, 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 left. That's how I always get the sheep to follow me. So it's true that bringing the sheep in every night and then bringing them back out is inefficient. Plus, it's not the best solution for distributing the manure of the sheep, because at night is when they poop the most, when they're resting. So the poop then is concentrated here in this area. And you can see, Lena's going to show you, it's all over the place here. I'm going to sweep this up in a minute. It only takes me a minute. This is part of my daily chores in the morning, is I clean this up every morning. And I agree that it's inefficient, because this could be spread out on the pasture and would be good fertilizer for the pasture. But we have some other challenges. We don't have the infrastructure to leave them out there, and we don't want them to be attacked by nocturnal predators. And one of the biggest nocturnal predator is the human predator. Now, when I was in graduate school in Bloomington, Indiana, at Indiana University, my first week there, some of my fellow graduate students said, let's go out to this restaurant called Rack. I don't even think it exists anymore. I looked it up and I can't find it. But it was a roast beef. It was like an Arby's.
We have the meat.
Right, it was pretty good sandwiches. But they also had a all-you-can-eat salad bar. And coming from inner city Chicago, where I grew up, this was a completely foreign concept to me. I'd never seen anything like this, where you could just come into a restaurant, pay a certain price, and eat and pig out and eat all you wanted. And I later found out that it's a fairly common thing in the Midwest, particularly in the southern Midwest and in the South, to have these kind of restaurants where you go in and you basically pay one fee and you eat all you want. But this was unbelievable to me. I was completely amazed by it. And I told my colleagues sitting around the table, I said, you know, where I come from, you could never do this. And I said, what do you mean? I said, this all-you-can-eat business. I said, where I come from, people would be bringing Tupperware in here and filling up the Tupperware and taking it home. I said, it would never work. Well, we have the same problem here. If you leave something like sheep or cattle out on pasture and they're unattended, they're not watched, somebody's going to take notice of that, and one day they're going to disappear. Does that mean that everybody here is a crook? No. Most people here are not crooks. But all you need is one to come and take your sheep. So that's why we do it the way we do it. And until we can get the infrastructure where we can put them out on pasture overnight, we're going to continue doing it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, and I'm going to show you what we do with it. Now, as you can see, we have a nice little pile here. The advantage of doing it this way is I can observe the poop every day. And one of the ways that you can tell if your animal is getting the right nutrition, if they have parasites, and any of that, is to check out the poop on a regular basis. So there's a nice little pile of it here. I'm just going to shovel it up. This is exactly the way we want to see it, in the form of small pellets. The sheep manure is some of the best for fertilizer because it has kind of like a time release component to it, because it's in the form of these little pellets. So it takes it a while for it to break down normally. And it's important that we clean this up every day, because if not, we can wind up with parasites and other diseases. So I clean this up every day. It's part of my chores that I do in the morning. And then what do I do with these buckets of poop here? Well, I actually have 2 full ones here, so I have to take them. I'm not going to show it now, but what I do is I take it to certain areas of the farm. We have a bunch of stands of bamboo over in this area of the farm, and I've been bringing it over to the bamboo, putting it around the bamboo to fertilize the bamboo, because we want the bamboo to grow. We want to use that for certain construction stuff here on the farm. So I'll probably bring this over to the bamboo, but other times I bring it and just put it out on the pasture and spread it out there. Sometimes I put it around other plants. So it has a great use, and I'm able to put it in a place that I've determined that is really needed. So with that, I'm going to end the video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.